In the last video, we went over what sort of a conceptual understanding of what E is. In other words, the natural number. In the next section, we're going to study about logarithms and what they are exactly. So say, for example, so let's go over, make sure you actually have a pen and paper ready, right? Because this is going to be very, very important. Okay, so far we've studied exponential functions. Let's now study what logarithms are. So say, for example, you have a function 2 to the power of 3, which is equal to 8. Okay, we can write this as a logarithm, where actually, you know what, I'm just going to use different colors. I think that will clarify things a lot. So let's say I have, say, 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 8. Okay, so 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 8. Now, if I write this as a logarithm, oops, no, I don't want green. I want white. If I write this as a logarithm, this is going to be log, okay, and this is the base. Keep in mind that we call this the base, and we call this the exponent. Okay. So, in other words, we're going to have log. The way we write it is log base 2. Of 8 is equal to 3. Okay? So what this means, if you ever have a log sort of function, what this means is 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 8. So this is one way of sort of going back and forth between logarithms, right? So let's try another one. Let's try basically using the same sort of color scheme. So we have 3, which is our base, right? And it's to the power of 2, and if I have equal to, and in other words, this would be green, which is 9. The way I sort of correspond with logarithms is I'm going to write log, and it's going to be a base of 3 because this is 3 right here. This is 3 right here. And it's going to be, so log base 3 of 9. And the question is 3 to the power of what will give you 9? And the answer to that is equal to 2. So in other words, 3 to the power of 2 is equal to 9. So let's sort of do a couple of examples of this. Okay, so I'm just going to use white this time because I think it's a little too much just to use too many colors. So say, for example, if I write log base 3 of 27, so the question is 3 to the power of what will give you 27? The answer is 3. Let's do this. Log base 5 of 125. So the question is 5 to the power of what will give you 125? And once again, that's also 3. Let's do this. Log base 8 of 64. So the question is 8 to the power of what will give you 64? And that's 2. Let's do log base 4 of 2. So the question is 4 to the power of what will give you 2? Now we know that the square root of 4 is equal to 2. And the way we describe square root as an exponent is 4 to the power of half will give you 2. Let's try another one. So let's do log base 4 1/16 is equal to, so what is this equal to? So 4 to the power of what will give you 1/16? So we know that 4 squared will give you 16, but 4 to the power of what will give you 1/16? So since 1/16 is reciprocal, keep in mind that if we say we had 4 to the power of -2, what that means is 1 over 4 squared, which is equal to 1 over 16. So our answer here is -2, because 4 to the power of -2, as we see here, is equal to 1/16, which we see over here. All right. Let's do like a couple of more examples. Let's do log of 3, which is 1 over 27. So once again, since we see sort of a reciprocal going on here, it's 3 to the power of what will give you 1 over 27? We know 3 to the power of 3 is 27. So 3 to the power of negative 3 must give you 1 over 27. One more important thing that I kind of want to go through is what is log, say we have a base of 10 of 1. So the question is 10 to the power of what will give you 1? And as we know, 10 to the power of 0 will give you 1. So let's say we have log base 7, which is, let's do 1. So once again, 7 to the power of what will give you 1? This is 0. Let's do log base, 10,000, okay, of 1. So 10,000 to the power of what will give you 1? Once again, that's 0. So it doesn't matter what base it is, log of 1 will always give you 0. One last thing I want to go over is ln. What is ln x, right? So ln x is just basically log with a base of e, okay? So it's really just no different. Ln is really just no different. It's just a special sort of category where it's just log base e. So for example, if I said log base e x is equal to 2, if I want to sort of just change it to exponent form, remember this means e to the power of 2 equals x. So x is just basically equal to e squared. And that's what it means. So if I said ln x is equal to 2, it's just, these two are exactly the same thing. These two are exactly the same thing. So what I would do is I would just first relate it to log base e of x is equal to 2, and then just like the previous example, or just like the one above, we know that x is equal to e squared. Okay, so I hope that helps. In the next video, we will go over some log rules, which are really, really important.